In this video I'm tearing down some old tablet computers which the batteries no longer hold a charge. I could take the machines to the local recycling centre intact, but they would just go into the general electrical items waste and are unlikely to be fully recycled and end up in landfill, so I decided to take them apart and then take the different materials separately to the recycling centre. Starting with an Apple iPad Air 2, the screen is glued to the case. This requires the edge of the screen to be heated to soften the glue, and then the screen can be carefully removed. It took several minutes of heating with a hairdryer before trying to pry the glass away from the aluminium body. I had to keep reapplying heat as I worked around the edge of the screen using a thin metal spludger to lift the glass. After around 9 minutes, the touchscreen was fully removed and it was folded over, revealing the LCD screen below. The LCD was held in place with 4 Torx bolts and a flat cable to the main PCB. With the touchscreen and LCD disconnected, I removed the bolts around the edge of the iPad to remove the camera, speakers and switches. The PCB needed to be removed to take the batteries out of the iPad, and this was held down with several more Torx bolts. After 20 minutes I'd removed all the parts apart from the batteries and the small PCBs on one side. The batteries are held in place using a strong glue, and the back of the iPad needed to be heated using the hairdryer before the batteries could be removed using a flat paint scraper. It took around 25 minutes to fully strip the Apple iPad. Next was an old Galaxy Nexus 10 tablet. There are several small bolts under the small plastic cover, and once these are removed the rear cover can be removed using a flat bladed tool to release the clips. It took around 4 minutes to remove the outer cover, exposing the large battery and internal components. To remove the battery, there are 3 flat flex cables for the display which run across the back of the battery. Once these are unclipped, 12 small Torx bolts are removed, which releases the battery from the metal case. Total time to remove the battery was just over 7 minutes. The rest of the components in the tablet are held in place using Torx bolts, and the remainder of the disassembly only took a few more minutes. The final tablet to be stripped down was an old Asus Nexus 7 tablet. The back panel on the Nexus 7 tablets clips onto the rear chassis, and this was easily removed using a flat bladed tool, taking less than 30 seconds to remove. Under the cover is the battery and a small L-shaped PCB containing the processor, RAM and other circuits. The battery has a single connector and is held in place using double-sided tape, which was easily removed. The total time to remove the cover and the battery was 47 seconds. The remaining components are held in place using more Torx bolts. I hope this video is interesting comparing the different build styles and repairability between Apple and Android tablets.